Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, my name is Shannon and I am budgeting for my family of 3, working on debt payoff. I am on a salary income. My husband works an hourly job, so if any of that's relatable to you, you want to follow our journey, please click subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. So I have my Valentine's Day nails on today. Happy Valentine's Day. I am just going to go through my February week 2 spending, just like I did in my last video for February week 1, and really see where I came out, how I'm tracking against my February budget, and yeah, just go from there. So last video was kind of choppy. I'm just gonna write everything out first and then we can talk about it, okay?
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Okay, so that is everything. Let's start adding it up. I did have rollover income. Why can't I remember what it was? Let me look at last budget I did. Like the spending check-in. So my rollover is $76.25. Okay, so in total, all of my, starting with my rollover, plus all of my inflow this week, which you will see, even though I spoke about overpaying my Old Navy credit card, having to request a check, and they said it would take up to 10 days. It came like literally the Monday after I spoke to them, which was only 4 days. So I was so excited. I was able to get that money right back into my account. So that was like a huge win for me. Okay, so $76.25 plus $525, 50. So total cash was $757.84. And this is actually a smaller paycheck than usual for my husband. And we'll talk about how I kind of mitigated that when we go through the spending. Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm being consistent with the categories I used last week. So it's debt payments, fixed expenses, hold on, I can't, my short-term memory's going, guys. Struggling today. Groceries, gas, other variables, and savings. Groceries, gas, other variables, savings, investments. And I found a purple highlighter this week, so every category now has a color. So it goes blue, green, orange, yellow, pink. Blue, yellow, pink, and purple for savings. So happy. I found it in like the most random place in my desk. I just have like a junk drawer, so I should have just looked there in the first place. Anyway, so starting with debt payments, we actually weren't able to make any, there wasn't in the schedule to make any debt payments this week. So there's nothing there, just a big old zero. Fixed expenses, let's see. Here we only had gymnastics this week. That's a fixed expense that happens monthly. We have a lot more coming out this coming week, like car payments, cell phone bill, car insurance. So next week there's going to be a lot more activity on the spending tracker. Groceries, I really worked with what was in the pantry this week. I like tried really hard, but then I gave in. I'm like obsessed with those Celsius energy drinks right now. Like I haven't been drinking coffee. I've just been drinking one of those, which maybe isn't the best for me, but they're a lot cheaper on Amazon than they are in the grocery store. So I'm actually gonna, that's what this Amazon purchase was. So I'm gonna count that in the grocery budget. So that's $80.75 there. Gas, we didn't have to purchase gas this week because we've both filled up last week. I'm on a quarter tank, so I foresee myself having to fill up this week, this coming week, I mean. Other variables, here's where I already know that yet again not on track. So Easy Pass, that was a surprise expense. My husband's Easy Pass is set up to automatically decrement when his balance comes below a certain amount. I didn't realize he was taking a long drive that involved taking the parkway and paying the tolls, so we got hit with the Easy Pass $25 reload. Then Target, I had to buy vitamins, and I also bought Valentine's cards for my daughter to give out in school. So those are two separate Target purchases. And then last but not least, this is an eating out expense. I had a dentist appointment this week, and my dentist's office is right next to my favorite place to get poke bowls. So I treated myself because going to the dentist isn't my favorite thing. I only go every 6 months, so if I limit myself to a poke bowl every 6 months, that's probably fine. It was delicious and worth the $11 and definitely not something I do very often, so that's why that's on there. So all together, let's see how that went. Is that right? It seems low. Yep, that's right. Sorry, these nails are so long. I keep wondering if I'm pressing the wrong buttons or missing something. So $70.98. That's actually not so bad, especially with like kind of an impulse purchase in there. Last but not least is savings and investments in my fancy purple highlighter. So here, savings and investments. This is only $20 this week, which I know seems a lot lower with my husband's paycheck coming in lower than expected. I typically put $100 in savings every week. I kind of finagled it, so this coming week, I will put $200 in, and this week I didn't have to worry about getting too close to, for comfort, to like zero in our checking account. So So this week it's only $20. Next week when we check in on my spending, that's gonna be a lot higher. So let's see where I netted out. $757.84 minus all my spending. $526.11. Oh, how did I miss my daycare payment on here? Whoops. That changes everything. I was like, that can't be right. That's not what my balance said. It's like missing from my... I totally overlooked it on my bank statement. That changes everything. So that goes in fixed expenses. Minus $249.50. So then my ending balance was $276.61. And this is $309.50. Sorry about that, guys. I knew something seemed off. I mean, that was only one expense missing, but it just, my bank account didn't feel that. I feel like I would have had a different feeling and vibe all week if I was just sitting with that much extra money. So that makes a lot more sense. I'm sorry I missed that. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to track this and also make interesting content at the same time. But yeah, that's where we rolled out. I'm really proud of this grocery number this week. As you know, last week with the blizzard, I was like going crazy. The Super Bowl's coming up. I'm filming this on Friday. Super Bowl is this Sunday, and we're not going to order out, but I do know I want to cook like something special, like some kind of appetizer. So I'm anticipating my grocery bill being a little larger than this because I don't really have things to make apps in my pantry. But we will see. So far, let me just do what I did last video and check in my total. I'll add my total variable spending to where I was at the end of last video. Let's see. So total variables without the extra credit card payment was $438.69. So I'm going to use that one because the extra credit card payment went back into my account. I don't have to count it anymore. It's $438.69. Where's my pen? Here it is. So week 1, $438.69. Week 2 is going to be $80.75 plus 78.98, $151.73. So those two together now I'm at $590.42 month to date, which is, going back to my budget, okay, my variable spending budget was $705 divided by 705. Is that really? Yeah, that's 84%. Cool. So I basically spent 84% of my variable spending. I think I'm on track to change my budget next month. We will see. Definitely. I mean, I definitely feel good about the inflow and outflow I'm having, but I just, looking back and tracking it more closely, I don't know if my budget was actually realistic, even though when I laid out everything on paper in the beginning of the month, it definitely felt doable. So, you know, you live and you learn. Anyway, that's the end of this video. That's really all I had this week. It was kind of a slow spending week, so let me know if you enjoyed this video, if there's anything you think I should change, any suggestions you have for me. I'm always open. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!